Wealth of nations. Why some nations are rich and others poor. Why are some countries rich while others remain poor? Why do we call some developed and others developing or less developed? The answer lies in the size of their national income, also known as gross domestic product or GDP. The size of a nation's income depends mainly on the quantity and quality of its factor endowments. That is, the resources and capabilities it has and how efficiently it uses them. First, natural resources. Countries with rich natural endowments, minerals, fertile land, forests, or oil, such as Norway or Saudi Arabia, often have higher incomes. But remember, natural wealth is not everything. Without good management and stability, resources can even become a curse. Second, human resources. One, the people. Their education, skills, creativity, and health determine how well a nation utilizes its resources. Nations like Japan and Singapore show that with skilled and disciplined workers, even resource poor countries can become economic giants. Third, capital accumulation, the stock of machines, buildings, roads, and technology used in production. Countries that invest more in productive assets tend to achieve faster growth. Fourth, entrepreneurship and governance. Strong institutions, innovation, and sound policies attract investment and support sustainable economic growth. On the other hand, corruption, political instability, or poor leadership limit progress. These factors together determine the size of a country's national income and explain why we categorize nations as developed, developing, or underdeveloped. Developed countries like the US, Germany, and Japan have high GDP per capita, advanced industries, and high living standards. Developing countries, such as Kenya, India, and Brazil, are growing but still face structural challenges like unemployment and income inequality. Underdeveloped or least developed countries often depend heavily on agriculture, have weak infrastructure, and low productivity. But here an important question: is growth the same as development? Economic growth refers to an increase in the quantity of goods and services a country produces, basically, a rise in GDP. It's about numbers: output, income, and production. But economic development goes beyond that. It includes improvements in living standards, education, healthcare, equality, and access to opportunities. It's about quality of life, not just output. So, a country may experience growth, its GDP is rising, but without development, if poverty, inequality, and poor social conditions persist. In short, national income tells us how much a country produces, but development tells us how well its people live.